Good morning, Steve in Chicago with the morning grain comments. Thursdays is usually a day in which we get new export sales data from the USDA, but that'll be delayed till tomorrow because of Monday's holiday. We will be getting some ethanol data, which suggests higher domestic production as more people travel, lower stocks, and good margins. So again, the USDA's may have to raise the 2021 ethanol production numbers and next year's production numbers because of this turnaround. We also note that in China, their soybean and corn futures higher, meals lower, and palm and soybean oil is sharply higher. There is talk about India possibly reducing their import tax on edible oils because of record high domestic prices. We're in the middle of a weather market, and our weather guys saw all three weather maps bring in maybe a little bit more rain for the Midwest late next week. Other forecasters see actually net drying. So we're seeing maybe corn prices not rallying maybe as much as soybeans or soybean oil, and not as much as the wheat market. We continue to feel, though, that the market is setting up for more ridging in the Midwest, July and August, which should add a weather premium to the marketplace. We also note that yesterday we saw some weakness in the July corn. I think some of the position players may be rolling forward out of the July ahead of next week's fund roll when they roll their long positions out of the July to deferred contracts. Brazil still dry, the worst drought in 91 years. There are no July corn export values out of Brazil, which offers some talk of increased U.S. corn export demand both this year and maybe next year. The key to that is China and how much they'll take. Well, we think that from a soybean standpoint, they may take 40, maybe 42 million tons of beans from the U.S. versus 35, and they could take 30, 32 million tons of corn, maybe even more for this year's 23. And all imports, corn to China this year, probably 32, and much higher for next year. We also note that there is some relief to some of the Baltic areas as far as rain is concerned. It is drying out the western part of Europe, but we do think that the ridging will continue to slowly develop in the Russia spring wheat areas. We also note that East China continues to be dry. So for the month of June, our weather guy feels that maybe as much as 80% of the Midwest could see an inch of rain, 50% 2 inches rain, but normal rain is 4 inches. As always, these are my thoughts and not those of ADM Investor Services. Have a safe and profitable trading day. And remember, always treat people like you yourself would like to be treated.